Stoughton, Massachusetts. You're looking at the Stoughton Depot that was built in 1888. Stoughton has been a terminus for many, many years. Years ago, it used to go down to Taunton and beyond. They want to extend it to go further in the years to come, but for now, this is where they terminate. It's a weekday-only service. This is the first time I've ever ridden on this branch. Gonna ride back on train 884 back to Boston. Leaves at 6:15 p.m. All right, here comes train 884's equipment out of the yard at Stoughton, being shoved by a piece of junk. 2013. All right, I'm here, mister.
All right. Ready to do this?
Yeah. So what happened?
Everything under the sun. We can't even begin to tell you. Door issues, which is connected to the access. And just messing up the whole... Everything ends up coming back away. Messing up the whole configuration.
Oh. Nice music.
Oh, yeah?
I hate bad horns. Well, can you blame what happened on the locomotive?
I can, because they just connected it this afternoon. It doesn't seem like the DTMF is working for this signal. So I'm gonna have to creep up on it.
Beginning of the block.
There we go.
Well, you know I'm not a fan of those things.
Yeah, I'm not either, really.
Good. I'm glad I have company. Because I've been bad-mouthing them all day long.
Oh, yeah?
All right, what's the speed? 40 miles an hour on this branch?
Well, it is 40,
Yeah.
but it's 10 right now up until School Street. We're looking at School Street right now.
What was the crossings we just passed?
Carson, we just went over Porter, and before that was Lyman.
I could listen to that all day.
Can you?
Well, it's not bad. I mean, you should hear our cab cars. They're horrible.
You think these cab cars are any better?
The horn sounds better.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a Long Island Railroad C3 cab car. It's like scraping chalk on a blackboard.
Honestly, I think those horns, it just reminds me of home. So, slipping back there.
That's what they're known for, wheel slipping.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with GE parts is known for wheel slipping, fires, oil leaks. Oh yeah, they did a nice job on this railroad since I have this video that this guy in Pennsylvania shot in 1990. Clickety clackety clickety clack. Not very fast.
Yeah, it's all ribbon rail now. They put a lot of money into this branch.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to put more money into it with the second phase of South Coast. This is Simpson Street.
Simpson.
Making a clickety clack. I think I got a hose hanging.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to fix that at the next stop.
How many crossings you got on this? 4, 5?
No, it's let's see.
Yeah.
This is Central. So you got Brock Street, Lyman Street, Porter, School, Simpson Central, Will Drive, Pine Street, Washington.
Oh, that many.
Just went over Redwood Lumber. This
Well,
is-
I know CSX runs down this way because I
yeah,
saw it.
so this is that switch that we just went over. That's Quahino. That's Quahino Lumber, and then the one before was Redwood Lumber, but they're not getting rail service right now.
Is that served by a CSX local out of Reedville?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes. I know they run some locals out of Middleborough.
Yeah, but that only takes care of the Middleborough main. So anything from Middleborough to Braintree, that local takes care of.
Yeah.
So they go up to Braintree, go north to Braintree at night, and then they turn around and go back to Middleborough. It's a private crossing, Will Drive.
Yeah. Silent.
Yep. Don't need to wake those neighbors up.
Well-to-do, influential, prone to complaining. Oh yeah, this track feels good. This is a historic milestone for me riding on this branch today.
It's also the only branch that doesn't have any overhead bridges.
True.
No overhead bridges and one undergrade.
Yeah. I think between Canton Center and Canton Junction is the shortest distance between stations on the system.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah.
I think on the north side you have Winchester and Wedgmere. They're pretty close, but I think Canton Center and Canton Junction are a little bit closer.
Yeah. Have you done the Wildcat branch lately?
Probably been about 3 months
Ah.
since I've been up there.
I'm surprised they never double tracked up there on the Haverhill line. Well, it joins up at an interlocking, I think it's called CPFWJ.
Yeah, Bloomington Junction.
Yeah.
CPWWJ.
Yeah.
Coming up to Washington Street.
Limited clear, I think that means.
Limited clear. That's
Canton Center. What's the interlocking down here where you get the second track?
So this is Center right here.
Oh, I thought that was part of Junction, but that's too far away.
junction will be right around this corner when we get them. So anyway, how was your extravaganza today?
Oh, cool.
Yeah?
I was up in Chelsea, which is a great spot to see the old engines and the horns. A lot of crossings.
A lot of crossings that are no longer quiet zones.
No,
They used to be quiet zones, but I guess Chelsea did.
I vaguely remember them being quiet.
Yeah.
That town was really industrial. Now it's gotten more gentrified.
It was only very recently where we started blowing the horns through there. Probably within the last 6 months.
Huh.
So now we just wake everybody up at all times of day and night. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's hotels there. There's apartments.
Oh yeah.
It's not what I recognized 30 years ago.
Oh yeah. There's a shopping plaza where the new station is now.
Yeah.
Where the old station, where Bellingham Square is, there's really just nothing. It's just, you know, condos, apartments. But where the new station is a brand new shopping plaza. Restaurants, businesses, you name it. There's a government building there.
Yeah, I felt safe there. I didn't think anybody was going to stab me there.
Oh yeah.
And after I got back into town, I went over to Education Street. You know, where the
Where the skateboard is.
Yeah, with the yeah.
Yeah.
Then I was in that park and on the bridge and right up against Tower A. We got some good stuff here.
Yeah, 885.
You wound up with this garbage. I thought you'd have one of these.
I thought I was gonna, you know,
Seems
all
like-
week I've been having F40s. This is the first day I kind of ate this thing.
1035. It seemed like that's all they were running on the Stoughton were F40s yesterday. Coming in at Canton Junction Station. Join up with the Northeast Corridor here. Interlocking here is Junction. I still think they moved this station over to accommodate these tracks.
Yeah, I think they might have.
Because it used to be parallel with the Northeast Corridor,
Yeah.
and the junction switch was west of the station. Just one track.
Yeah, it's a double crossover now.
Yeah.
It's a double universal crossover. So.
How you doing up there, Celeste? All set up here. Roger.
Let me clear it.
Here was 885, all set up here.
Roger, 885, okay to go.
885. That's what we just passed. All right, time to go triple digit speeds.
Digits.
I don't know if those
If we have any luck that we had going outbound, I don't know about that. That was pretty rough.
I think if you got up close to triple digit speeds, those things would self-destruct.
I had to write everything up.
Yeah.
That was a first for me. But we made it over the road, and everybody's at home hanging with the mamas and the papas.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Entering track 2. Greatest railroad in the country.
they don't get as many whistling.
Yeah. Well, you're allowed 90.
Yeah, but equipment speed is 80, so we're not going to go any faster than that.
Oh, this is a nice track. Beautiful track. New Haven to Boston is my favorite part of the corridor. They really get some good speed out of that.
Oh, yeah.
Canton Secondary pole 21456. That's how our Grand Central Terminal is.
Really?
That's where they measure it from.
So I wasn't sure if it was Grand Central or Penn Station that
Well,
they measure it from.
South Station is 229 miles from Grand Central.
Okay.
And that's the milepost there. Interstate 95. It seems like every time you see me, the camera's part of my body. I don't want to be that bad. Although my wife will say, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. LED lights.
Oh, would you look at this? You're
Oh
gonna
yeah, you got the the Avilias. I was told in a chat I was looking at that they were going to follow 177. They're gonna
This is a treat for me too, because I've never
Yeah.
seen them like that.
duck sellers.
I can't wait for those things to start running regularly.
Might have to wait a little while. Yeah, it's supposed to go to Kingston and tie up, and then follow 179 back to Philly. I guess that's where they're based. Look at that. The duck seller.
I'll get a good look at that.
Got rail fans all over the place.
See, I thought they were out to see me, but I guess not.
Look at that. Simulated stop, I guess. Route 128.
Or the route, that they call it.
I remember when this station used to be just a rural-like place. Had a little tiny ticket office. Looked like it was out in the country.
Yeah, they totally redid it over. Inside, it's brand new, state of the art, everything. They totally they did a lot of construction inside. And there's still,
845, okay to go.
There's a hotel in there. All right, he's pulling out. You hear those traction motors. Yeah, I heard you blowing for some.
what was that?
Heard you blowing for some bumps in Reedville.
Yeah,
That's a good hangout.
that's probably one of the best places besides Forest Hills,
Yeah.
because you get all the Franklin and the Foxborough traffic, and then at Forest Hills you get the Needham traffic with everything else. So
You're a rail fan, and doing the corridor's fun. I just hate seeing those damn engines. That's all. I'm sick of them. If I didn't,
so what's your favorite then?
well, the F40s by far. Anything General Motors is fine with me.
Yeah.
I have no preconceived notions about disliking anything other than General Motors. Well, Alco was good. Old GEs were good.
Long live Alco.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the HSPs, they got nice, loud K5LA horns.
Some of them. The one I had today was pretty quiet on the,
Oh.
on the 2010.
No, the one I saw up in Chelsea, he was very loud. Whoa!
Oh, just missed it.
Oh, you might have had to file a report.
I know. I have to take some days off for Bambi.
All right, this is transfer.
Transfer no.
Clear.
Clear transfer. Track 2.
CSX yard on the right. See a couple of cheap 40-2s.
Yeah, they call that the 1 yard.
Transfer interlocking. I got one GP 40-2, 6239. I think that's a former B&O engine. This is where Amtrak used to go years ago, up that track. Up to the
That's
Fairmount.
how all the deadheads that come back from
Reedville. Passed under the Fairmount branch. Forge Park Franklin line coming down on the left. Joins up right here at Reed Interlocking. Right around here on the left is where they manufactured the MBBs. Reed Interlocking, slowing down for Hyde Park. How are the tracks numbered here?
we're on track 2 now. In the middle track is track 1, and the far left is track 3.
Like our Long Island Railroad triple track that we just finished building. If you're going east, that's how they're numbered.
And then the tracks actually going up towards the Franklin branch, that would be considered track 5 in the book. So odds on the left, evens on the right, going east.
Hyde Park. We have a station on our railroad called New Hyde Park.
Yeah.
That was
My folks actually don't live too far away from New Hyde Park. They're right in the middle between Floral Park and New Hyde Park.
Oh. I think John Terry knows somebody over there.
Yeah. Probably me.
I was watching one of his videos, Facebook posts, and there was a bunch of people on the porch, back porch, looking up at the tracks. I think John was passing by. He says, "Hey, that's John."
He looks great. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. When he told me how much he weighed years ago, I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. He looks fantastic.
Yeah, we were hanging out a few weeks ago up around Bear Mountain. Him and Paul Pasanti and John Paul. No, John Paul wasn't there. Guy named Michael. He's a retired Long Island Railroad conductor.
Paul Pasanti was there?
Yeah.
The greatest conductor?
The great poet conductor. Yes.
I'd sure like to meet him one day.
Oh, you. I won't have to introduce you to him. You'll just hear him.
Oh yeah. That's completely fine. He works in New Haven, right?
Now Hudson.
Oh, really?
I think he does 2 Croton Harmon Grand Central trips.
Oh, okay.
But don't quote me. There's a piece of junk coming. I recognize those light bulbs.
So we're running about 5 late. Not too bad, but...
Yeah. Always got to have those double deckers on the front and the back.
Limited. They call this Kelly's. It's automatic, but they call it Kelly's.
Kelly's. I know there's a Forest up here.
Mars will be around the corner, but Kelly's is 228.2.
Oh.
Or 221 decimals.
Are you staying on this track? Well, that's signal.
Well, that all depends. Sometimes they swing us over and put us on track 3. And sometimes we might be following, because we're late, we might be following somebody.
Yeah.
You really never can tell with these signals. Like on the Worcester main, when you get a medium approach at CP3, you're going straight. These signals are very different.
Yeah, they're all numbered out there. CP11, I think that's by the Route 128.
Is it? Yes, it is actually.
Yeah.
It's where 128.95 come in.
Near the old Highland branch. That's the Riverside line now.
Oh yeah. You occasionally will see a green line trolley there parked every now and then. Well, yeah, see, we're following somebody. We're not crossing over at all. So with these signals, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're crossing over.
Yeah.
Kill Stretch Line 3758, just information, 75 minutes running late, they're just breaking planes now.
Yeah, see?
What train is up ahead? Probably someone.
Thank you guys, that's good. Tonight, Kill Stretch Line.
Well, what it sounds like a Foxborough train.
Okay, you got to clear. Interlocking is Forest.
Forest interlocking.
Forest Hill is one of the rail fan capitals of Boston.
Absolutely no parking. So that's why all the rail fans stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to get on public transportation to get there.
We have an approach at Lanes.
Lanes, yeah. It's one of those. Well, the orange line is all equipped with those things. All part of planes. So how many railroads you work for?
This will be my 5th one. Keolis is the 5th railroad I work for.
Oh, is it Canadian Pacific, you said?
Well, it was DM&E at first.
Oh, wow.
That was my first railroad back in 2010. Then DM&E was bought by
CP.
late 2011.
Ooh. All right, then what after that?
And then the D&H, or Canadian Pacific, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then Housatonic after that. And then Pan Am. And here I am.
Yeah. And hopefully Metro North.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Are you trying to get in the Guinness book? Yeah, I think you're already in the Guinness book.
Well, I know guys out there that have worked for 20 different places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, your conductor started with Conrail.
Yeah. Not many of them left.
No.
I realize that the Conrail guys always have the best stories. They always have the best stories from back in the day.
That was a great railroad.
Oh yeah. Great road and a great time.
Yeah. I miss it.
Oh, you have his Conrail shared assets.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have any blue engines.
No, I wish they did. I wish they
Yeah.
had their own definitive engine.
Yeah.
Hey, we're following somebody. Whoever it is, better pick up the pace. I'm gonna miss my dead end.
Yeah. Well, your buddy John doesn't like one of the railroads that split Conrail.
Oh.
He's not a fan of the horse.
I was gonna say, does it rhyme with NS?
Anytime you talk about the horse, he says, "You want to lose a friend?"
Yeah.
Huh? It's like he despises him.
Thoroughbred of transportation. Are they still going by that?
Yeah, they still have the horse on the engines.
Yeah. Nothing but positive train control
Yeah.
and
The thoroughbred.
precision scheduled railroading.
Yeah, precision.
But what exactly is precision? Is it the customer's eye of precision, or is it the company's eye of precision? Who's to say?
It's PSR. I think it's like profit sharing returns. That's what PSR is.
Yeah. Just like PTC is preventing transporting of commuters.
A lot of people have trouble with it.
Well, that was our issue on the way out was the access and the PTC.
Yeah.
It was giving me all kinds of alerts and
Yeah, engineers I know say, PTC took all the fun out of the job.
Yeah.
So. All right, this is Roxbury Crossing Orange Line station on the left. We're not too far from Ruggles.
picked up. Ruggles is right around the bend. Got automatic 226 coming up.
Yeah. Approach. The next interlocking is Cove, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Not many automatics out here.
No. Not on
I
this.
do appreciate them though.
But we got a few places on the Long Island that still have automatic lock
Yeah.
signals.
On
But
the going down to Atlantic Terminal is a bunch, right?
Yeah, there's some.
I thought there was a couple around the Northern Avenue area.
Oh yeah, on the viaduct.
Yeah. And my uncle lives not too far away from Ralph Street. Or Ralph Avenue, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of relatives that live in 5 boroughs?
Oh yeah. I got a aunt in the Bronx. My parents they're right in the middle between Cambrai Heights and Elmont.
Yeah.
My sister used to live in Hollis. Now she's in Florida. My grandparents live in Brooklyn. My grandparents actually lived right across the street from George from Long Island. George Ferrera. For years before he moved to Philly.
Oh, I've heard that name.
Do you know George? George Ferrera?
I don't know him, but I've heard the name mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, he's a great guy.
I don't know, the last couple of years I've gotten to know a lot of people. It's like,
Not sure where he's working these days, but before COVID he was out of it. Let's see. You did a Montauk round trip.
I think I remember. All right, this should be 179 coming, Amtrak. Back Bay Tunnel, the infamous Back Bay Tunnel. I've heard a lot of horror stories about this.
179 on one, and
A couple of trains.
you got one of ours on 3.
So 179, I think he's heading down to DC. No mistaking an F40 on that with that LED. Like a racket. Wow. Those ventilators better be working. Looks like they are. You can hear them.
Yeah, the ventilators are actually coming up. You see that little tiny sign on the right?
Yeah. Well, I know they had the one wreck with the night owl at the rail going around a curve here too fast.
Yeah.
And one of you trains hit it. But
It is a pretty tight curve.
But I don't think that was the only accident that happened in here. I think there was
historically, I think there's been many accidents.
one supposedly was one commuter was rear-ended by another
Yeah.
because he
That was back in the 90s. I think.
he had an approach in the cab when he should have had a restricting. Back Bay.
Back of the bay, I know.
If you tried running a train through here 150 years ago, you would have drowned.
Oh, really?
This was all this is all landfill. Back Bay. You know what I get a kick out of when they announce the trains in New York?
What?
They say Amtrak train to Boston, stop in New Haven, New London, Kingston, Providence, Route 128, Back Bay, and Boston.
And Boston.
As far as I know, Back Bay is in Boston.
I think it is. I think it's pretty close. Pretty close to Boston.
Yeah, very, 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 very close.
I know when people are going to work, they get off. A lot more people get off at Back Bay because it is basically downtown than South Station.
Well, South Station has most of the businesses,
Right.
financial
But
district.
as far as like shopping is concerned, people, I find people get off more in Back Bay.
Oh, I love Back Bay. Newberry Street. Now, what kind of signal is this?
Not exactly a door, but not exactly a high jet.
It's approach to Cove.
It's a medium approach at Cove.
A red over a flashing red.
Oh, that's yellow over a flashing red. It's just.
Oh yeah.
It's just dirty.
From a distance, it looked red.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be colorblind in this job.
No. Not particularly.
No. Yeah, look at the catenary pole, 227. So figure when you get to South Station, it's 229. That's Grand Central's mileage. Which from Penn, it's 232.
232.
All right, interlocking ahead is Cove.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of it. Over to the far left, you have the Worcester main.
So it's kind of easy to figure out what track certain trains will be on. You figure the Worcester trains will be on the lower number tracks.
Yep.
The Providence, Forge Park, and Needham, and all the rest will be sort of in the middle. And all the old colony stuff will be the high tracks.
Got that right. Brandon, you left your phone down there.
Well, I appreciate you picking me up while I was hitchhiking.
Oh, absolutely. Not a problem. Anytime.
Great ride. I always loved this part of the corridor. All right, this This is Cove still?
This is Cove still, and off to the right is the Y connector.
Yeah. Well, coming up is Tower 1.
Tower 1. Stop signal, Tower 1.
How are the tracks numbered?
Right. 2 right now.
213 and then
81357.
oh,
Excuse me, boss. I gotta get in the locker.
Here we go.
407.
Slow
You got it?
Slow approach.
Thank you.
2023. Insulting my ear with having a number like that on this. They still got those high signals up there. They look like world signals. Yeah. Kind of busy. Got something coming out. 2021.
About time.
Tower 1. Where they had the big dig. I remember they had all kinds of pros and pipes here.
Excuse me, there, boss.
All right.
We're on train.
Coming in for station track 7.
Did you park back at Wally?
No,
I got one. I got one.
Oh, really?
Oh, is that the one? Is that my
was
other
yours,
one?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I got a corn in my foot, man. I feel like hobbling over 12 tracks back to my car.
There you go.
This is disengaged.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Where do you live,
Yeah,
Chuck?
we totally just
Braintree.
handled it.
That's the home of presidents.
Throw. That's Quincy. Braintree's the home of Sylvana Stair. That's about it. And me.
Who knows? Maybe you're descended from John Adams.
Oh, that's all Quincy. My daughter went to Woodward. Ebenezer Woodward was a descendant of JQA. And JQA is the reason there's a Woodward school for girls. Put a codicil in his will to be a school for them. Girls get an education. I got a hole put in my wallet. That's about it.
But it was better than
Redneck town. What a horror show. Because it's not easy when you're a teenager. Parents are going through a nasty divorce either. Not fun.
Good thing I never had kids. I don't think so.
Is that thing running good?
Hey, you did good.
Well done. Should just let the breakers down. Freaking go. Screw them. Don't call them.
Here comes the electrician now. So
Good ride. You managed to get in here without cocking out.